Kenner's new Star Wars Land of the Jawas. Action figures each sold separately.
New Star Wars radio-controlled Jawa Sandcrawler.
Let's find some droids.
2 9-volt and 2 D batteries not included.
The Jawa's got the Death Star droid.
Action figures sold separately.
Up the elevator. He's in.
By radio control, you can make the Sandcrawler travel almost any direction by going forward, backward, then forward again.
Now we'll find more droids.
Star Wars radio-controlled Jawa Sandcrawler. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
It's the new Star Wars Land Speeder.
Wow, looks like it's floating. And people are coming. It's up to Luke Skywalker and his land speeder to get us out.
Action figures each sold separately. The Land Speeder has a snap-open space hatch, and Star Wars action figures R2-D2 and C-3PO fit right in back.
Hurry, they're fancy. Activate spring glide wheels.
The Force goes with us.
Yeah.
Kenner's new Star Wars Land Speeder. Action figures each sold separately. The Luke Skywalker X-Wing Pilot from the Star Wars Action Figures collection, each sold separately.
I'm Jawa. Want to buy a droid?
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power
It's
converters.
R5-D4 and the Power Droid.
Sold.
And here's Greedo, Han Solo, and Walrus Man.
You've had it now, Solo. Yeah. Greedo, it's
I got a
Ben
bad
Kenobi
feeling
and
about
lightsaber.
this.
We're in trouble. Let's get out of here.
Luke Skywalker X-Wing Pilot, R5-D4, Greedo, and other action figures sold separately from Kenner.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
It's the Star Wars Creature Cantina that you put together. Action figures each sold separately. You can make them move on revolving discs with the action lever.
How you doing,
even make them fall.
Gotcha, Hammerhead. Got him.
You got a lot of guts coming here. After what you pulled.
Money, Han Solo. You're not
How you doing, Chewbacca?
Wow.
Hello there.
What a weird place.
Kenner's new Star Wars Creature Cantina. Action figures sold separately. Now from Kenner's Star Wars collection, it's the Patrol Dewback action figures sold separately.
Let's find the jet.
She's beautiful.
Star Wars, starring Mark Hamill,
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Harrison Ford,
Boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're gonna have company! I think we took a wrong turn.
Carrie Fisher,
Good luck.
Alec Guinness,
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Hello there.
20th Century Fox presents the most extraordinary motion picture of all time.
Oh,
Star
good
Wars.
for you!
Here's where the fun begins.
Hey, what's this little chicken, man? Have the eggs had a chance to
No
hatch
legendary adventure of the past could be as exciting as this romance of the future.
Here they come.
May the Force be with you in Star
Hello there.
Wars.
Jedi.
Greetings, Exalted One.
Twentieth Century Fox and George Lucas bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Just here to get Ray.
Stop that ship.
Where's Ray?
You got a lot of guts.
Oh my, I'd forgotten
After
how
what
much
you
I hate
pulled.
space travel.
Here
How
they
you
come.
doing, Chewbacca?
They're pod racing on Alistair.
They're coming too fast.
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
Help me, Obi-Wan
Simple
Kenobi.
man, mate.
You're my only hope.
See, this is me, Boba Fett. He's no good to me.
It's a big, sprawling space saga of rebellion and romance.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Oh, good for you!
And they use something they call pyroprocessing. The interesting thing is they call it pyroprocessing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a molten salt, and they're doing electrochemistry on it.
Chicken, man.
Why don't they call it molten salt? They want no association.
Hey, what's this with our chicken, man?
To create images is always a challenge. Digital magic.
Panasonic. I'm out here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun. The
Dad Wars? The Dad Wars.
Has.
Greetings, Exalted One.
Greetings, Exalted Ones. Better late than never, right? I don't know if that's always the case. In this case, welcome to Dad Wars Live, where we do it live. And you see what happens sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but it seems to be working out for the moment. Greetings, greetings. Say hello there in the chat if you're here. I would first like to apologize to the two people that were waiting so patiently. I'm glad you guys stuck around. Here we go. Your first mission is to use the Force and hit that like button now. And if you're new to the channel, activate the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss a single moment of Dad Wars. Speaking of, I'd like to give a special shout out to our newest subscriber, Mr. Max to the Max, who just joined moments ago. And I'm sorry, Max, if this is your first impression of our live show. I hear somebody's not on mute. All right, we're on mute now. Okay, we are up to 74 subscribers. We're getting like one or two a day, and we are so grateful and glad you guys have joined our little Star Wars community here of positive fans. All right, let's see. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Steve Evans, product designer for Hasbro and 20-year veteran in the toy business. He joined, he subscribed, he commented, he gave us a shout out on Instagram. He loved our Saturday morning show on Sunday with Eloise. He thought she was a riot. She is. It was great. Oh, it just was so nice to see that. We got that really nice shout out. So thank you, Steve. Hope you get to watch this episode as well. Well, maybe skip this one. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Also want to say thank you to an old dear friend of mine, Timmy Tanner. He reached out, said he just started watching the show. He's on episode 3. He's got 2 boys. They're right about that age. They should start watching Star Wars with him pretty soon. Actually, one of them watches Mando with him and loves it. So I told Timmy I was so glad to hear from him. It's been a long time. So actually, we'd love to have him on the show because he's a big nerd like us. A little bit cooler than us. I'll let Ray confirm that. But yeah, he's a Florida native like Ray and myself. And he's from my hometown of Fort Myers. And I think that's where he is now. But Timmy, great to talk to you, man. Let's see. I also want to give a special shout out to my friend and talented colleague, Pierre, his wife, Emiko, and Mariah, their beautiful daughter. It was great seeing you guys earlier tonight and getting to connect with you guys and letting the kids talk. That technically played out better than this show has played out. So that was worth it. All right. And last but not least, a very special mention to my wonderful wife, Laura. We celebrate our 8th year of marital bliss tomorrow. I made our girls swear a pledge earlier to let mommy sleep in tomorrow. So help them, George Lucas. It's one of those where you say, and I get Piper with this every time. Actually, Colette actually raised both hands, so our 2-year-old actually understands what's happening here. But every now and then I'll do, like, improvise a pledge, and it always starts out with "I state your name," and without fail, Piper always says, "I state your name," and it's magical. I love it. All right. So yeah, looking forward to hanging with my wife tomorrow. I got the day off, so super excited about that. All right. So now it is time for the weekly reckoning. Let's go. Punch it, Chewy.
I'll show you the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there.
And there he is. Here he is. Let's see if he's here. He's here!
I'm here.
Oh, my God, it worked.
There's so much stuff on the screen.
Hello there. I know I've got to figure out how to not make that all trigger, but it might be helping our subscribership with all those reminders in your face. But hey.
And how you doing, Chewbacca?
How's it going?
Good. I'm just gonna let this show ride on. I'm gonna link together sound bites and see if we can just do a whole show like that. And it might make sense.
Good work. Yeah, you never know.
How you doing, Chewbacca? How you doing, Aaron? My esteemed, beloved co-host, and also somewhat of a Florida native, right? Somewhat, sort of.
Lived there for 13 years, yeah.
And you're 14 years old, so that's most of your life.
Yeah, so I guess so. Wow, it's really cool.
Let me start by saying I love what you've done with the set. It's minimalist, it's effective, it's to the point, unlike me, the host. Can you give us a little tour of what's happening back there?
Yeah, sure. Normally I'm over on the other side of the apartment there, and I've got all the Blu-rays and the books, and I've got my Rogue One figurines, and I got all my ships and stuff. I said, I want to go different today. So some statements that I felt were important to my feelings for Star Wars.
Yeah, those are some terrific insights there.
I think so.
Some deep
thoughts.
thoughts.
And then I have over here Boba Fett way back here. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah. Oh, I can. If I go full screen, I wonder if we have. Do we have a full?
Oh,
we have an Aaron cam somewhere.
Apologies, viewers.
But I'll try to find that because I would really like to see what edition of Boba Fett that is, that figure.
Or I could just bring it close to the camera.
Is that a thing? I thought you were buckled in.
No, that's later.
I try to tell people to buckle in. Oh wow, that's kicking it old school.
It's my shirt, basically.
Yeah. All right. Which figure? Which figure? And we know it's Boba, but which iteration? And then tell us about the shirt too, quickly.
So get ready for this. You ready for this? Are you watching? You see this?
I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this. Ready?
It doesn't work. Yeah. It won't work.
It doesn't do it.
No, wait. Does it or it doesn't?
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Oh no. I thought they did now. Oh, so wait, is that an original? Is that a mail away?
This is I think it might be. I don't know how you could tell. So we have a friend, and she and her husband, went to his parents' house. They were cleaning out their attic. There were all these Kenner vintage Star Wars toys or whatever.
Okay.
Like a land speeder and a cloud car, and I forget what else was in there. Just all of it in great condition. And they gave it to Edison. They gave it to my son, and he knows there's the story behind me and this particular figure, how much I loved getting Boba Fett as a kid or whatever. So Edison gave it to me and was like, "Here, Dad, you have this." So
that's amazing. I covet that. Now I heard though, if you press the rocket pack, it'll do a sound effect. Can you hold it up and press the rocket pack for us?
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pushing.
The Polynesian spot.
I love it, and I think it comes with another sound effect too, right? Hit one more. Let's see.
If you push his stomach.
Okay, here. Let's see.
Come on, New Zealand, try something new.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did they get that soundbite back in 1983, 81, 80? Ugh, 80.
Oof.
Sorry. Oh gosh. All right. I think we're firing on all cylinders right now. You told me earlier you had a lot of coffee. I've had a lot of coffee. My machine is actually working. We've got a healthy stream. We always like, as men of a certain age, we always like to hear that we have a healthy stream, right? So we've got excellent connection right now. Let's check in. Let's see who's with us tonight so far.
If Max is out there, and it's the Max that I think it is, I'd like to say, hey, Max.
Excellent. Hey, Max. We've got Luis on with us tonight. Mm-hmm. He's our culture attaché. Culture attaché. Luis, He always is also helping us out with the tech stuff. I'm probably going to make Luis an admin soon and figure out his schedule to see if he can help me manage the chat. Because, I mean, we've got, between you and me and Luis, we've got a lot of comments to handle here.
It's out of control.
It's just the oversight. We need the oversight. Speaking of big numbers, if you're just checking in or stopping by, even if you just bail on us, just please hit the like button for us. We're trying to get our record up. What's our biggest, have we gotten the double digits yet for likes?
I think
during a show,
11 ones?
during the broadcast. Excellent.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly. And that number changes. I will check in on the show, post-show. I'll go and see, I'll check the analytics. I'll look on my phone. I'll look on my desktop. The likes change. I mean, they fluctuate up and down.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's just the power of positive thinking.
Is that
people, negative?
Is that people just unliking us? And is that what happens? The
it's
unlikes?
Me.
Well, we just got another like just like that. You just have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, you won't get it.
I just like
a simple man making his way through the galaxy.
You just dropped that.
Like my father before me.
He just sat on his Boba Fett figure, and that happened.
Yeah, sorry, it happens.
He's
so
no good to me dead.
If you haven't noticed, I reformatted our 2-up screen here for you and me, so we could have. We maximize our video space so that they can see what's happening. But also, if you notice, I fixed a spectralizer. I wake up usually sans alarm, no alarm. Sans equals no for our new listeners. And I woke up and I had kind of a light bulb went off, and I had motivation, and I've always been motivated to fix the spectralizer because I like to see the audio waveforms on screen so that I know that our signal is strong.
Yeah.
And our stream is healthy. And I fixed it thanks to some guy, random dude who has like no views and no audience. He just said he figured it out. And so I went through all these steps, and it required opening up the terminal and punching in some code. But it pertains to, I'm working on a Mac M1, and you shouldn't be streaming on a Mac in the first place. But I have to
unless it's a healthy stream.
Yeah, and it's semi-healthy. I have to make it work. So I made it work, and I'm like, well, this has to work. So it involves emulation and this and that. But the little bell and whistle that I've missed since I got this non-Intel chipped Mac, it works again.
Okay.
And you didn't even notice it, but you probably did, because I saw a little. You had a little like there was like an air of whimsy about you that I hadn't seen in a while, and I think it coordinates with, it's in conjunction with when the spectralizer broke. Like when the spectralizer broke, you seem to be a little down.
Justin, you're still talking about a spectralizer for 20 minutes now.
People want to know.
People. So let me ask you a question.
You said
you had a lot of coffee today. Was it Irish coffee by any chance?
Oh my God, I'm a teetotaler. I do not drink anymore. No, but there's a lot of. I did put a lot of cream in there, so there's a lot of cream in the coffee.
Okay. I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate.
My goal is to two things: cheer you up a little bit.
Okay, I didn't know I was not cheered up.
And two, keep you on as long as I can.
Okay, well, I gotta go. So bye.
But those are diametrically opposed too.
Yeah,
I think as soon as you hit end call, like it's zippity doo dah, like you know.
Yeah. Well, I in full disclosure to our viewer, Luis. Just before you brought me on, I accidentally hit end call.
Oh, really? Did you
did
you panic?
Like,
oh my God.
Got back on real quick.
I had all these plans. Like, obviously, we have a Boba themed show tonight with the shirt, and you've got prominently displayed the figure on your shoulder there, the micro machine.
Just in case you can't, it's right for those that can't. It's right back there.
But can I just put the helmet on for a minute? Just indulge me for a second.
Please.
All right.
That's what we're waiting for.
All right.
Looks good.
This hits all the nerd check boxes.
Yeah.
I have a YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. I'm in my basement. I'm wearing a helmet. But I do.
I've never been more embarrassed to be on this show.
I know that's what I'm trying to do. So I do a couple of impressions. Are you ready?
Okay.
The Polynesian spot.
That's not. Come
on, New Zealand. Try something new.
Last one.
Okay.
Last one.
All right.
Hold on. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
My name's Omega.
Whoa.
Hunter.
Makes sense.
Echo, Tick, Wrecker, and Crosshair. You're Clone Force 99.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was amazing. Wow. I don't know how we're gonna follow that up.
So did you happen to get to check out our Scary Creatures episode on Sunday?
I did not see it yet.
Well, I had a grand reveal. Speak as my camera goes out and action. I have been piecing together a Cobb Vanth costume for months, and I haven't told you guys about it. And the armor's still in Romania. But
As it should.
I have the jetpack. I think I showed you that. I have everything else. I've got the vest. I've got the boots and spats. I've got both belts, holster, gun 3D printed. In fact, I started piecing that together at Luis's one afternoon as we were hanging out. I got all the accessories, all the little explosive casings, and all these random assortment of Star Wars pieces. But the armor didn't show up, so I couldn't even wear it with the girls trick or treating yesterday.
Right.
And I just shipping, right? Am I right? Shipping.
Yes, Jerry Seinfeld in the 80s.
Oh boy, I'm not going to do an impression.
So you have everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, except a couple things.
Yeah, I even found a leather and alteration shop in a town 10 minutes away. The guy's fantastic. As soon as I have all my pieces, I'm going to do a post, and I'm going to give a shout out to Lebanon Leatherwork and all the other shops that helped me pull this thing together. Nice. But it'll be ready for the next con or Halloween a year from now. Or I mentioned kids' birthday parties. Rates are negotiable. Just hit me up at thedadwars@gmail.com. But yeah, this is ready to. I'm ready to roll. I got everything except for the chest and shoulder and Vanguards, the hoses. I have it all ordered. But the guy, he was gonna try to get it to me. He got me the jetpack in 3 weeks, but.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I just wanted, it's time. I want to do cosplay. I'm not getting any younger, as everyone has been saying, noting.
Who says that to you? Who tells you you're not getting younger?
My wife.
She's got a point. I can't, I'm not going to disagree with Laura.
I know.
Do you know what Cobb Vanth wears on his legs?
Cobb Panth?
There it is.
You told me that. I had to.
That stupid joke.
I love it.
A dad joke for Dad Wars.
What was funny was Laura has no idea what I've been doing this whole time. She just thinks I'm crazy. I'll walk up out of the basement each time with an additional piece in place, and I've even put the helmet on, got the red scarf, which I was wearing earlier today for our quick review of the Boba Fett trailer, and she just I don't know what's going on with you, but so.
Spice some things up though, isn't it?
Potentially. She loves that movie Go for some reason. She's always talking about that movie Go and Justified. She gets this dreamy look in her eyes. I don't know why. I can't make the connection.
Bring the Oliphant.
But so today I told her, I said I was wearing the Mandalorian shirt with Cobb Vanth on it that I got at Target, my favorite t-shirt, besides this one that Ray got me a dozen years ago.
That would be 12.
And she goes, "Oh, you were going to be Boba Fett." I'm like, "No, Cobb Vanth." And she's like, "Who's Cobb Vanth?" And whenever anyone says Vanth, it always sounds like they're trying to say Vance, but they have a thing, like a impediment. Yeah. And she's a speech pathologist. Laura is a speech therapist. So when she said Vanth, it seemed like she was trying to correct herself. It was the weirdest thing. It's man. Like when she said Cobb Vanth, I saw her say it in Who's Cobb Vanth?
There's a series of cassettes by a guy, I forget his name, Dr. Stephen
Swears. Dr. Swears.
There it is.
I think Ray went to Dr. Swears. Ray loves Dr. Swears.
Where's Ray?
You know, I was just about to ask that question.
Well, ask it.
Are we really doing this? Ray! Where's Ray?
All right, let's get some news going, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some news going.
Where's Ray? Where's Ray? Ray!
I'm just here to get Ray. I'll go in and try to find Ray. The troopers will be on our tail. I'm just here to get Ray.
Where's Ray? Ray!
Oh, I lost Ray and I lost Aaron. What an epic fail.
Oh.
I lost both of yous.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, let's just go with the hearing part.
Okay.
I'll find you guys.
Okay.
Stay alive. I will find you no matter what occurs.
I just wanted to say when you talked about
Cobb Vanth,
it just made me want to say pyro processing.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
It's a molten salt process.
Where are you guys? Where are you?
It's such a random impression, and I love the fact that you do it perfectly.
You're going to make that guy famous.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I want to do...
Look, there's Ray. Ray has his own window, but then I can't get you guys together.
I can take a hint. No,
no, don't go yet. I know you want to go,
right.
but
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
No, wait. You're trapped. I got you back. Ray, hang on, buddy. I'll make this happen.
Where's Ray now? Ooh.
I'm gonna get Ray back.
Okay.
Now we're really wondering.
Where's Ray?
All right,
never
let's
see.
see.
On the same screen.
Gosh, this whole thing. It's not my fault.
Empire Strikes Back.
It's not my fault.
Good.
I'm gonna.
I'll
fix
never
this.
guess that.
I will fix this. Let's see. Let's see.
This is exciting TV.
Yeah, I think so, bro.
Mm.
Ray, I don't know if you saw my cool signage that.
It is cool, just like Star Wars is.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jedi. I wonder if there's any schools that have like made their like. If there's any school that has like their mascot like Jedi or something like that. You know what I mean? I wonder if anyone...
Oh, they'd be shut down with a C&D so fast their heads would spin.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember.
You guys keep talking about that. I'm going to try to get Ray in the show.
I can't remember what the
heck
character
happened
is,
to you
but
guys?
I read something. There was a school that used like some kind of licensed character, and like the company like let them do it because it was for a school. I can't remember. Now I can't.
Is that
I just read the story.
It's a newer story, right?
Yeah, I just read it a couple days ago. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, it was the Jenkinsville Jedi.
Jenkinsville. See, they can do it.
Yeah.
Pyro brought that thing.
And their
The Jacksonville
rivals,
Chargers.
The Jackson. There you go, Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Chargers.
Yeah.
We're gonna win.
The Jedi and the Smithtown Sis are their rival.
Say that 3 times. All right, I can't seem to get you guys in. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, this is exciting. This is pyro processing. Let's see.
What is it?
Pyro processing.
Pyro process.
All right, here we are.
It's a
We're
molten
all
salt process.
You know what that is. So we're all together now. Isn't this great? I've got you guys in. We still have a healthy-ish stream. However, one thing I was going to add to that checklist of, all right, Spectralizer works. Next step, which I've been trying to do for months, is get you guys so where you're not, your audio and video are no longer out of sync, because I know it drives me crazy and it probably drives you crazy. And people probably just think it's amateur hour here, which it is. But we do our best.
Yeah, not too much of a falsehood.
Not going to argue with you on that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
But you know what? But for amateur hour, we've got a lot of shows under our belt, a lot of great work, and has been done. So
we have nearly 50 videos. I was asking, who was I asking? I was asking myself earlier.
I'm sorry, you had to quit. You forgot you were asking yourself.
Yeah, it was me. I was like, would you ever have posted 50 videos on a YouTube channel before the advent of live streaming? And that's a easy no, because it would take too much time to put up that much content. But now we're producing content in real time. It gives us, the three of us, a chance to connect every week, which is I love. And then what's my other reasoning? We have something to show for it, and we're hopefully forming a community of like-minded Star Wars fans. And man, it's just been a blast.
Yeah.
So this is our last episode.
We're signing off.
And with that, mission accomplished.
50 videos. Bye.
Bye. Isn't that how this works? Yep. Deploy. You deploy 50 videos and you start a new channel from scratch. Speaking of, let's see if we have any. Luis, you're just hogging the chat there. That's good though. We need that interactivity. I appreciate that. But we have some news. We did you guys after we parted ways earlier today? Did you get to watch the trailer again, the Boba Fett teaser?
I did not. I was busy at work, and I didn't have time.
Well,
on my lunch, I was cooking and taking the dogs out. I didn't have time to watch it. I was like, oh,
gosh. I'm glad you said taking the dogs out. I thought you were going somewhere else with that, but never mind. We've got some news. Like this is we're so close. Like the floodgates of content. Aaron's favorite word. It's all about to open up. It's all about to open up, and we just have to like be ready to ride that wave.
Yeah.
But we've
Let's
got
do news.
Yeah, we've got news. And I think Ray, you mentioned this earlier, and then you actually let's see here.
I think I sent a couple links.
You sent some links, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all this white space. That's great.
Because I don't think you guys believe me, and I just thought it was part of my obsession with IG-11.
Yeah, I thought you had a fever dream, and like, Auntie M, is that you? All right. Taika Waititi is reportedly coming back for The Mandalorian Season 3, and this comes from We Got This. So you sent me a link, which linked to a link, which linked to a link, like as reported by, and then I went to the as reported by link, and it said our inside scoop comes to us via. So it's like everybody's linking, and we're like the fourth or fifth link to report on this original post. But I went to the website, and they're called what is the name of this? And I'm gonna bookmark them. GiantFreakinRobot.com, and all they have is scoops, and if they don't have scoops, it doesn't look like they reported anything, because there's like sometimes there's like a big gap between headlines. They're not every day trying to scoop up stuff, trying to make up stuff. Mm-hmm. But they did report that Taika is coming back for Mandalorian Season 3, which is amazing news. Let's see, they're talking about his prolific work habits, or his output is intense, like, he's got a lot of irons in the fire, and he's an Academy Award winner for Jojo Rabbit. I didn't know he won an Academy Award. That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good movie.
Gosh. Yeah. I had some mixed feelings about it. I need to rewatch it. I think I was in a funk when I watched it, and it didn't left me feeling cold, and it shouldn't have.
Yeah,
that's my cross. That's my problem.
It's a sad movie, but it's good.
And I think it wasn't what I was expecting, and I think that's why I was being a big baby about it. So Academy Award winner Taika. He was in that amazing character. He was that amazing character IG-11, who had a nice little story arc, right? In that short span of time that he was around. Spoilers ahead, right? Because he blew himself up to save the group, to save the child, when he was originally he was originally tasked with taking out the child. But so there are reports that Waititi is coming back to the show, even though IG-11 sacrificed themselves, huh? All right. Disney.
His pronouns are.
What? Okay, whatever. Jeez almighty. All right. All right. So I'll click through the report. Here's Giant Freaking Robot. There we go. That's what I meant to get to. Thanks to some work from one of our trusted and proven inside sources. Now, they even have an inside source. They've learned that Taika will be playing IG-11 in The Mandalorian Season 3, which I love. And I also just heard, in similar news, I heard, it's awesome. I can't wait to see him again and how they use him again. But I heard that Ahsoka's going to make an appearance, allegedly making an appearance in Mandalorian Season 3, because they're shooting Mando Season 3, and she mentioned on the Fat Man Beyond podcast with Mark Bernardin and Kevin Smith that she was headed to Manhattan Beach in California for work, and that's where the volume is, and that's where she's headed. And logic has it that they're not shooting Ahsoka and Mando Season 3 simultaneously. That's what the assumption is right now on the street, so that she's going to be in Mando. I was mentioning earlier, I wanted to talk about it with you guys. I'm getting confused, like these shows, everyone's showing up in everyone else's show. Is it just going to be one big show? Will there be, I want there to be like tonal differences between these shows. I want there to be distinctions between these shows and not just like the CW, like Aaron mentioned earlier so gracefully. Like Black Canary and Arrow are going to show up in the Mandoverse. Like,
well,
is it too much that they're all like just hanging out in each other's shows? And is it too much concentration on one piece of the Star Wars timeline? Ray, your thoughts?
We'll see. Like, we don't know. Like, maybe they can pull it off, and it is like a lot, but it's a big universe. And isn't Book of Boba? Isn't that?
Did you say Book of Bobo?
Maybe. Isn't Robert Rodriguez doing something with that?
I think he's one of the showrunners, isn't he?
He is the guy. He's the guy. Yeah. It's his. It feels like it's basically his show.
I feel like that's going to give it like a different feel than Mando, and and other stuff, because it's like he definitely has his own style and his own vision. He's not gonna. I don't feel like he's going to be just like doing, I feel like he's a big enough name that they're going to let him do his own thing. And he's, enough of he's established creative, that, it'll have its own voice and be, hopefully different than what Mando is. And then
I hope
we'll see who's doing Ahsoka and stuff and what kind of show that'll be.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, I like that they're all threaded together. That's my favorite part, is them building out the timeline, but I would like them to have some differences, a different flavor for each. But in my mind, I'm a pretty creative guy, but I also like, I have to leave it up to other people to do the real work, the real stuff.
Well,
but I
look
wonder.
Look at the Marvel shows, like how different, Loki was from, WandaVision, and as compared to
Falcon Winter Soldier, which
here he goes. Go ahead.
Of those three, that's my least favorite. But
I wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
They're all good, but like I said, there's the three. It's all run by the same person. same vision basically, but it's all like a totally different
see what
show.
you
Like
did there.
look how great like Loki just blew me away with how different that was than anything else. Like I just love Loki. It's such a great show, but I'm hoping that they don't, and I know what you mean. Like Mando has like a specific thing. I don't want Book of Boba just to be the exact same thing as Mando. And I'm hoping, knock on wood, that it's not. But
Yeah.
I feel like just from that teaser, it seems like more of like like I said earlier, like almost like a Sopranos. Like he's like taking over the business, So it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
I would just want the shows to have very distinct looks. Like Boba looks like Mando. It looks like a Mandalorian. The show itself, just
based on the
saw.
teaser. Absolutely, that's my concern. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, so
I don't want it.
Kind of like the Mission Impossible movies. They each have a different look to them. Even the ones directed by Chris McQuarrie have two very distinct looks, and he's even said he made a very conscious effort to kind of keep that pattern. So I like the Obi-Wan show. I hope Kenobi has a very distinct style to it as Andor. I mean,
yeah, I want Kenobi I want that show to feel like. Call me crazy. I want it to feel like a feature. I want it to look and feel like somewhere between the best parts of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like
I would love for a TV show. I would love a very epic, almost David Lean scope to it. I want it to seem very bigger. I want it to seem bigger than the TV screen itself. Like it should be. Yeah, like it should be.
Yeah.
In theater.
Ray
Well,
keeps bouncing around.
I guess maybe the feeling of the reason we're thinking Boba looks like Mando is because Mando has a very like Western type feel to it, and Book of Boba is all in, so far from what we've seen, it seems like it's all in Tatooine, which is very barren, kind of desert look to it. So who knows if it stays there, but look at Mando, like especially like the we were talking about the Ahsoka. Look at that episode. That episode looks completely different than pretty much the rest of the show. Yeah. So, and who knows what Mando's going to look like season 3 or the episode in season 2 with Bill Burr. Like that one, I feel like that world was a completely different world. It had a completely look. It was a very that really cool action centerpiece with the transports and stuff. So, I feel like it'll have that desert look to it and Book of Boba, but like I said, we don't really know where the show's going. Like it could go in a completely different direction than what we think it's gonna go. Like we don't really know. Like look at Bad Batch. Like we never know where that show is going. Like episode to episode, it was always, that's what I loved about it. It was such a different feel to the way that the way the show, we didn't know how to predict what was going to happen, and most of the time we tried to predict, we were pretty wrong on it. So
yeah, I didn't think it was going to be quite as important or integral to what is happening now. Now meaning in like the Mandoverse, but it's all gonna tie together, or even the sequels, right? Like it seems like it's leaning towards, all right, we're going for this. We're gonna go for the Emperor cloning storyline that's been used in the expanded universe, Aaron, and comics maybe, I don't know, but it seems like
they're kicking and screaming into the sequels.
Yeah, just wedged in there, if you will. Hold on one second.
Reminds me, I want to do, I don't know if you guys have talked about this, 11 things you don't know about Wedge. I want to bring this article.
Oh, no. Yeah, we killed that one last week.
Yeah, I saw.
I have a Wedge meme I'm going to make. It's going to be a video meme. It's going to be kind of like the Sam Jackson thing. I'll present to you guys at our next show. I woke up the other day thinking about that. It's going to make me so happy to do that.
So what shows are coming up? We think it's Book of Boba's, we know for sure, is the next Star Wars show that we're gonna get, besides like the little Boba Fett special.
Yeah.
That's coming out in a couple weeks or a week or two.
Real quick, I was just thinking how we are like trying to pick the frames of footage out of that Disney Plus Day trailer just to see some Boba Fett footage the other day, and then here we go, boom.
Yeah.
So
They're
that
probably watching Dad Wars, going, "Look at these idiots."
Yeah.
So is it Boba Fett then Obi-Wan is after that?
I think Andor's next.
I think Andor's next.
Okay, because I
They
didn't.
started filming that a long time ago.
Okay, because I feel like I haven't heard anything about Andor whatsoever.
Oh, it's come. I bet. I'm kind of guessing we're gonna get a little teaser on Disney Plus Day on November 12th.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing after that would be Obi-Wan and then Mando.
Mando or Ahsoka.
So let's see. Star Wars exec explains why 2022 is packed with so much Star Wars.
God, it's gonna be like a lot. Like it's gonna be like 5 or 6 different seasons of a different Star Wars show,
Close,
and
yeah.
we don't even know if they're gonna have is Bad Batch season gonna be next year, or the year after? Is that gonna be worked in the same time frame? Like it could be all those shows plus the Bad Batch, or
It really sucks that this is our last show because man, we could be.
I know. We've just been sitting here like waiting, and now it's just the way it timed out.
Why did we have to get to 50?
Speaking of, so Star Wars' 2022 schedule was not by design. Let's see. Direct spoke with Vision's executive producer and Lucasfilm VP James Whoa, about the influx of content. Whoa. As he put it, things weren't necessarily designed to create such a jam-packed schedule, but rather the stars all seemed to align with the way things lined up for the year. So it wasn't by design. Doesn't seem like it would be. Well, then again,
and there's no feature films coming out next year, is there?
no. I was just reading something. End of 2023, we might get Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna be a little bit older then.
And who knows how many more shows will be out in 2023?
Oh my gosh.
Well, and I know they said Obi-Wan is just going to be like a one-off. It's not going to be like a
What is
reoccurring.
it? 8 episodes, Aaron? 7 or 8?
I think it's 8.
Okay.
It's going to be like a mini, there's not going to be another season after that, which I can kind of understand.
I'm excited though that it's Deborah Chow who's directing the entire thing because she's fantastic.
I'm so glad they have one director and they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did 2 episodes. She did an episode of Mando season 1 and 2. I think she was in season 2, or maybe it was 2 of season 1. Yeah. What was it? Something else she did. Oh, I think she was Halton Catch, or she did Better Call Saul.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that's right.
There's this amazing episode of Better Call Saul that starts off with a split screen of showing the 2, Kim Wexler and Saul, and just kind of their mornings, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I've heard a podcast of her talking about it in the process, and I was just like, I can't even wrap my head around how you would put that together. So yeah, she's fantastic. She's really good.
I like that. I didn't know that she's doing all the episodes. That's good.
Yeah. I like the consistency within a show. What I was saying earlier was like I'd like some variety in the other shows. I think you guys caught that already. But so here's the schedule, the latest. Book of Boba Fett, 8 episodes. That's gonna go fast, I think. Disney Gallery, the Book of Boba Fett. Disney Gallery. Okay, that's cool. I wasn't expecting that. That'll be fun. February, March-ish, Obi-Wan. 6 episodes, actually.
Yeah.
That would be... Are we going to super cut that into one feature? Or do you think Disney Plus will do that for us? No, they won't do that. Why would they do that? That's dumb. Okay.
The Bad Batch?
The Bad Batch.
I didn't know that was coming that early.
Yeah, let's see.
My name's Omega.
Yeah,
so they obviously knew halfway through production of season 1 they worked me back. So it's just
yeah. They left all of us hanging because we were like, "Are people watching it? Is this gonna be?" I mean, we like it, and we're talking about it every week. Is everyone else on board here?
Yeah.
My name's Omega.
Andor, July, or anywhere from July to October, 12 episodes.
Wow. Okay, that's exciting.
That is
I'm
exciting. Oh my gosh, and that thing's gonna have legs. I think that could Just thinking where that could go, up to a certain point, of course. But it's going to be a buddy flick. Like it's going to be with K2 and Andor. It's going to.
But apparently now K2's not in it.
Not first season. Not the first season.
Yeah.
But weren't we talking about before, Ray? They whoever they are speculating he'll be in season 2. He might show up toward the end of season 1 is our guess.
We'll
At one
see.
point when we say they, we're actually talking about us. What they're saying is, all right, so Disney Gallery, Andor, that's also fun. That's great. I love it. Then a Droid Story animated movie. We've really never talked about this project.
And we never will.
All right, moving right
the show.
along. Speaking of, I should probably get one of these going here. Hit like, please. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're just joining us and if you're not bored to tears. Mandalorian Season 3, 8 episodes, November, December. We've got another year.
There's going to be like a year straight of just constant Star Wars TV shows.
Yeah, and then Ahsoka will follow in early 2023. So there we have it. This is the latest and greatest list. Something's missing. Rangers of the New Republic, which isn't dead. So I've heard. And I also, who was it? Star Wars Meg. I was watching another channel earlier. Got to give them props. And we have to give Screen Crush props to Aaron in a minute here.
Okay.
But Star Wars Meg was... What was she doing? She was speculating. Let's see. Hold on one second here. I'm not going to go to her channel. That would be weird to port their channel into our channel. She was saying that it was revealed that Cobb Vanth was always going to be the lead in the Republic. Rangers of the New Republic project. Cobb Vanth was in the Aftermath novels. I have the first one. I didn't read it, but apparently Cobb Vanth was around in the Star Wars canon before he showed up in The Mandalorian Season 2, Chapter 9, The Marshal. So I want to go back and read those books. I need to know about The Marshal.
Yeah. So we're gonna have more Timothy.
More Timothy, yeah. Everybody's
awesome.
getting. You get a show. They're spinning off in every direction. So they were saying that people were like, well, they killed the project because Gina Carano got fired, and she was going to be the show is going to be about her. That it was confirmed that was never the case.
Yeah, she's a horrible actress.
Could she hold
built around her?
Yeah, could she hold the show? No, I don't think so.
No.
Supporting character. I say yes. Ray says no.
I mean, I could take in small doses, but yeah, I couldn't watch a whole show with her as a main character. Like, she doesn't have the chops. I don't know. I'm not an actor myself, but
maybe she needs some training, and maybe she could pull it together at some point in her career. But everybody can learn and adapt, and I think she has a look to her. And I
liked her in Haywire. She was good in that.
Was that her?
Yeah, Steve Soderbergh. Yeah,
Steve Soderbergh. Yeah,
but no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think she could carry a show. You got to have. You need someone with a little history under their belt of having. Done this for a while.
Someone with some range. You know, we're talking about Timothy Olyphant, who's
but I will say this much:
he's had several shows.
With the action sequences, she killed it. She ruled. So
I love seeing her do a shoulder roll like nobody's business.
I know
she does the best shoulder roll in the business.
Shatner is jealous that he can't do a shoulder roll like that anymore.
Not
but
anymore.
You know, like Timothy has the what's the show? Justified was a great show. You know how long? You know he can play that character like he and he can do it. Yeah, he's awesome. He's got the chops. I love that guy.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely watch any show with him, and I wonder if they kind of had the Asian guy that was on Mando. He was
the X-wing pilot.
Yeah,
I gotta commit his name to memory because I feel like we're gonna be seeing him again.
he was one of the main characters on a show called Kim's Convenience, which was a Canadian show about a Korean family that owns a convenience store. It's really, really good. But yeah, he was like the main character on that show, one of the main characters on that show. So they seemed like they were kind of pushing him like to have like, you know, a big role. So I'm wondering if they'll bring him back in some shape or form.
And Trapper Wolf too, the two pilots that gave they gave Mando a pass.
Yeah, you know he was what's the new Marvel movie with the Ten Rings?
Oh, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi, he was Shang-Chi's dad, and Shang-Chi was the son in Kim's Convenience.
Paul Sun Hyung Lee.
Okay.
He's awesome. It's funny, he was supposed to be like on, I don't know if you ever watched Kim's Convenience. I think he's only like probably like a year or two older than we are, but I think he's supposed to be playing like a much older age because he had like kids that were like in their 30s on that show.
Oh my goodness!
I'm guessing they're in their 30s, but
he started young.
To be the dad. Yeah, I remember me and Julie watching that show. We looked it up and like he's only like 47 or 48. He's not that old.
That means he started having kids when he was like 15, 16.
Yeah, he's playing like the old dad in the show. He plays older in that show, but
yeah,
it's a great show. If you ever want to watch, it's a really good show. Sorry, usually at the end of the show I talk about this, but
yeah, come no. All right, Ray, are you sitting down?
Go ahead.
There's an Omega figure.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Black Series.
That's my girl right there.
And that was actually announced by Steve Evans of Hasbro. And that's how I kind of connected with him on Instagram initially. But yeah, they had a super secret reveal. I think Podcasting's Brock had tipped us off to that, right, Aaron? But that was coming. But they revealed like a Bib Fortuna figure and this, and I was like, Bib who? I don't care, whatever. Like, and I have a question for you guys about this casting of Bib Fortuna with Matthew Wood for these later installments. For the for the prequel, right? He stood right. He was right to the left of Jabba at the Boonta Eve pod race in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Fine for a prequel. Looks like a young Bib. But we fast forward to 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and they've cast Matthew Wood again as the old Bib when the actor is perfectly healthy and around. Why didn't they get the original actor? I see and hear a difference in his voice and his appearance, and it doesn't make me happy. What happened?
Well,
what happened?
I mean, legally, I got nothing.
Here we go. We got nothing. It's just maybe availability, interest. If could they have reached out to him, or does Matthew Wood have that much sway at ILM that he just gets to jump right in there? I think they even covered it in the last gallery.
Yeah, they did say. I think they brought that up in there. Well, here's the crazy thing, and this is how this all ties in together. For Book of Boba Fett, he's playing the live-action version of Omega. So, yeah, he does have some sway.
I quit. I just quit. Okay. So, yeah, there's Omega. There's the packaging. She has all these. She's got her light bow thingy, her laser bow, kind of reminiscent of Ezra Bridger's little slingshot rocket, like wrist rocket. Isn't that what you used to call it when we were kids, a wrist rocket?
I feel like it's a lot more powerful though, right? But what? But isn't her? Didn't she change her outfit like a lot in the show? Like it doesn't really.
What do you want? You want accessories? You want a Barbie dream house with this?
No, I'd rather have like the outfit she had towards the end.
Oh yeah, she's like, turning into that. Yeah, this is, well, of course they'll have to come out with that. That's you're exactly right. She starts to take on the appearance of Clone Force 99. It turns like a darker gray, right? It's gray.
Wait, don't you know how this works? They released 37 figures of the same character.
This is one of figure 37.
She didn't have the bow when she had that outfit on. I don't feel. I don't know.
Oh well, then they need to cancel it then.
Super Green. Let me ask you this, or let me. I understand that. You said the voice actor died in 2016. The voice actor, I'm talking about the actual actor who was in Return of the Jedi, who played Bib Fortuna. And the reason I think he's still alive is because I just saw him on Cameo. You can buy a cameo with him for like $50 or something. Let me double check, because that would be really. How long? Cameo hasn't been around that long. Let's see. Let's do a little quick
Super Green
homework
said
here.
that the actor is alive.
All right, let's see. All right,
Michael Carter is the actor's name. He is 74 years old.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm misunderstanding what you're saying about the voice actor.
So he was dubbed.
Oh, gotcha. That's very specific. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
He was voiced by Eric Bowersfeld, who passed away in 2016, age 93.
Okay, give me what's the actor's name? The original. I am a super fan of Star Wars, I promise, but I'm not up on
Michael
my bib.
Carter played him.
Okay, so let me.
You want to call him?
It probably just came down to they're like, why are we going to pay
Does he
for
really have
two actors to do one character?
No, but his look, they can simulate the voice. It's that face. It's everything about Matthew Wood's face doesn't look like Bib, no matter how much prosthetic or Twi'lek tendrils they put on the guy. Tendrils. $50, Aaron.
Do you want to get it right
so
now?
Listen, he even does.
If you'd like a greeting from me.
Listen, he'll do the quote. Listen.
Whatever you're celebrating.
Listen, ready?
Please do get in touch, and I'll be very happy to do so.
Wait for it.
Wanawanga.
That's all. That's fine. I don't need two different actors. I need his face.
Well, thank God it's our last show.
We're going out on a low note. Super Green, thank you for the clarification. That's very interesting that Te Wanawanga. But any of us can do that. I did it horribly, but as long as I looked like the real Bib, and that's the real Bib. I mean, the glasses are a little weird. Why is he wearing glasses?
He looks good though. Like
you see, he does. First of all, I didn't know he was still alive. But when he did that Te Wanawanga at the end, I'm there, and he gets 5-star rating on his he gets a 5-star rating on his cameo. So he's still got the chops for it.
He does. Super Green Ruby Rod. What's your favorite Star Wars film?
Super Green, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for the contribution. I'm very excited about the Omega figure. Also, they announced Echo Black Series is coming, and then that's going to be everybody. Almost. You know who we're missing? Gonki. There's no Gonki.
Oh, yeah, you got to have Gonki.
Yeah.
Echo Black Series. They have the pre. Oh, they've got Echo pre Clone Force 99 recruit. All right, so that's enough with figure stuff. Can we watch the Boba trailer one more time? Do you want?
No.
Do you want to? Yeah. You want to watch it?
No. We've seen it.
You watch it once.
Can I say, like, besides
Pyroprocess.
the possible return of IG-11?
Yes.
My favorite thing so far is that we're like less than a year away from new episodes of the Bad Batch. Like, I had no idea about that they're gonna have Bad Batch back.
Isn't that great?
Was it March to July?
Yeah,
that's
soon.
crazy. Like, we're only not even 6 months. We're like,
it's gonna go quickly.
And that's
I don't want to wish time
episodes.
away, but yes, I know, man. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. Super Green says, "Thank you, new here. Hard to choose a favorite, really. Usually people go with Rey. I'm usually a close second if you're looking for a favorite." That's a joke.
Yeah,
Aaron, look at Aaron. It's not my fault. Oh my God. I had that quote somewhere. I try to add a new quote every episode.
Prepare to fire. There's also, aren't they? There's this guy I follow on Twitter that's like pushing hard and thinks there's going to be a Finn a Finn show in the next couple.
Someone
he's still pushing
dying for a Finn show.
Yeah.
Is the sequel era, is it settling in with you guys? Are you? I know how we all feel about the sequels. We have varying degrees of thoughts and feelings about it. I think we're I think we're all pretty aligned. Maybe we're not. I'm just confusing Super Green right now. But that timeline, is it? They're packing so much now into what they're calling what we're calling the Mandoverse, and like the sequels are just kind of over there. Are these Mandoverse shows going to creep up and retrofit into the sequels, like we were talking about cloning earlier? And are you guys excited about if there's anything after the sequels coming? Because it seems like the timeline stops around Resistance, right? Well, Resistance is Resistance before the Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens? Is it pre?
Yeah.
All right. I've watched half a dozen episodes. Actually, I like it. I like that show.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. We talked about it before, but sequel era, what do you guys think?
I would like to see them establish a little bit more stuff in between original and sequel trilogy, and try to smooth some things out, story-wise, plot-wise. And then I'm fascinated to see where these characters go from the sequel trilogy. I'd like to know more. Like, where do they end up? How do they get the next generation going? Which is pretty much what I think that the sequel movies started to do, and then the third movie just said, "Nah, let's just tie it in with everything else and do it quickly."
Yeah, I'm with the Skywalker saga. Hey, I'm over here. I'm with them. I'm with them.
Look at me.
Aaron, I was telling Justin, I barely remember the Rise of Skywalker or whatever. And I was like telling Justin, should I watch it again? And Justin's like, don't bother. And Aaron's going to tell you, don't bother.
Yeah.
No, I think you should watch it right now.
Okay.
And here we go. I got it queued up. Here we go.
We're going to get taken off by YouTube.
My master will be with you shortly.
All right.
So we're going to watch.
Let's watch it. Let's do it.
Let's watch this again. And I think Aaron, you got to go soon.
I do. Yes.
I was trying to make the show so exciting that he would cancel all other plans. But
well, we were supposed to be on at 6. I had a 6 to 8 window.
9. Yeah. We're supposed to be on at 9.
Your time, 9. I'm not doing another 8-hour show. This isn't Altamont.
All right. Let's see.
There's a reference.
Oh my gosh.
Altamont Springs? Justin used to live near there.
Pretty close.
I am not a bounty hunter.
That's the little spider guy from Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah. It's a monk.
Spider monk.
Otherwise.
What? Look at this Lucasfilm. Let me stop here for a second. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Like, it's a Boba Lucasfilm logo. I mean, my God. I didn't notice that when we watched it twice because I'm looking at OBS. It's like that big. I showed Eloise the trailer after dinner. Big screen. Wow. Okay, here we go. Big difference. Big difference.
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer. Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please, speak freely.
Yay, Disney Plus. So like, yay! Shout out to Screen Crush. Aaron, we had just watched it after watching the trailer. We watched that on the big screen too, and I'm like, all right, I can't do my homework and just like lift everything Screen Crush has brought up. 57 Easter eggs and references in like short order. I was like, that's so impressive. That guy's very funny too. But I picked out maybe 3 of those 57 things.
Did you see what?
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let me try to stop this here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you see what Super Green? She was asking if it was Mando. I think it is
Ray.
Mando.
They. Super Green is they.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do one of those things where they start the series off at the end of the series, and it's Mando talking to Boba Fett, and they go through the whole series, and then at the end, in the final episode, we pick up the conversation from the beginning, and he's like, "I need you to help me out with blah blah blah," and then that's Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's definitely Mando because it sounds, it's obviously him. So I think it's just his using his voice in that scene. I don't think it's. The hammerhead guy. I forgot what the Ithorian.
You got owned just now, Ray.
Ray got owned. What? We knew you were you were a he. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Ray. You got to slap yourself in the face.
Ray's being hopeful. We're looking for a female contingency of Star Wars fans to join us. We're definitely glad to have Ruby with us, but
I'm surprised that Cancel Crusader Steve hasn't.
Cancel Steve.
and Super Green, I actually watched. I don't know if you believe me or not, but we actually watched The Fifth Element yesterday.
Dude,
me and
love
my wife,
that.
we watched it yesterday.
You love that. You love that movie so much.
Yeah.
Where is I wish we had Cancel Steve around.
Yeah.
I wish I could find those.
Well, we know IG-11 is a they them. So
that's so weird.
That's true.
All droids are they them. So yeah, any other takeaways? Having watched it a 20th time.
No.
I feel like they've shown us 5% of something.
One episode. I feel like it's all the first. I swear that's all the first episode. That's my feeling at least. I think we have no idea where it's going, which is great. I love it.
For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride. It's gonna be a fun ride for sure. Yeah, if you want to see all everything that's been, and after I watched that Screen Crush, I was complaining at the initial viewing, like, well, they didn't give us much, but if you go frame by frame, they give you a ton.
A lot.
And if it's all intentional, then my hat's off to the creators for really paying attention to all the details and adding those details in there, and it's going to be great. One thing I was thinking was that Trandoshan that's speaking to him in that meeting of the 5 families or whatever, he sounded a little bit like Bosk from the Clone Wars, and so I'd cross my fingers like, what if they got that actor? But it's probably just Matthew Wood. Can we play the Cancel Steve voicemail real quick before
Matthew Wood is your Cad Bane?
It's getting there until he agrees to come on the show.
Oh, okay.
Can I play Cancel Steve real quick for anyone who missed that call a few episodes ago? This guy is
gotta go.
He does not like us too much, but let's see if I can voicemail.
Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm calling from the Cancel Crusaders. We're very alarmed by your show and what you have created to make an exclusive home for dads that are Star Wars fans, and no one else is such an insult to everyone that loves Star Wars. And I just want you to know that the Cancel Crusaders are coming for you. Unless you change your policy of it being a dads-only show, we will have your head.
Oh my God.
Okay? I also am a huge fan of Uncle Rick. I like it when he calls in.
So he's a fan, but he hates the show.
I know. I guess we have something to offer everyone.
Okay.
He's repelled and he's drawn to the show also. And then we got a celebrity call earlier, Ray. I didn't even tell you because Ray and I know this. We've met this person before. Let me pull this up really quickly. Sorry, I didn't have this ready, but we almost didn't have a show.
Okay.
See, Laura, yeah, she texted me earlier. Where is your snow? She's sleepy. I was like, it's in the medicine cabinet. No. Let's see here. This is how you kill a show. All right, listen to this, guys. Ray, you know who this is, too. I mean, you know, we've met this person before. All right, play.
Hey, buddy. Gary Busey here. How are you? Excited to be calling you on Dad Wars here. I'm a huge fan of the show, and I want to say I love what you do, and I have a great acronym for Han Solo. Han, H-A-N. He's a nobody. Solo. Sometimes others love others. Okay? That's how you remember his name. Han Solo. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm a Gary Busey. Wear a helmet.
Oh my God. I mean, we're getting some traction. Like we're getting celebrity calls. But
I was hoping he was going to do that one of his acronyms.
Yeah. So like 20 plus years ago at the Sunglass Hut in Los Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, Aaron had the day shift. I had the night shift. And Gary Busey, he swaggers into the store, big old Cuban cigar, chomping a big cigar, and he had like a $300 or $400 pair of Jean Paul Gaultier sunglasses, and he goes, "Can you fix this?" And like one of the arms is just swinging, when the screw kind of gets stripped or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the arms is just, I was like, yeah, I got you. And he just said he had to he had dinner reservations. He'd be back before I told him when we closed. But I, as soon as he walked out the door, I like called Ray like in a panic, like, "Ray, Gary Busey just walked into the store." And Ray jumped on his bike, right? Ray, you had a really awesome BMX.
my BMX.
And he hauled Bud over to the store and was just kind of like played the role of my assistant sunglass repairman.
Nice.
And then Gary came back, and I think I'd fixed them enough to where they weren't like just swinging. He didn't buy a thing.
Yeah.
But I fixed his glasses, and Ray and I got to meet him. And this is before the motorcycle accident too, right, Ray?
No, it was after.
Was it after?
Yeah, the motorcycle accident happened like in the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
No.
So
no.
He saw you guys on the show and he called in.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a small world. It's a small world.
Yeah. No, I actually remember you saying like, "I tried to fix those glasses, but they're totally destroyed." There's not much I could do to fix them.
I don't know if it
really
was
messed up.
I don't know if I was able to like fix it to where it would just work until he got out of the store kind of thing. It wasn't going to be
fall off his face.
It wasn't going to be a full fix, a real fix. So we got Book of Boba. We broke down the show list.
Aaron's going.
Well, we can call it. Well, Ray's got to give his.
You guys can keep going if you want to keep going. I got to do stuff.
Well, let me give him the send off here.
May the force be with you.
Bye, Aaron.
Right, well, can you play the other one though that I love?
Oh, sure, of course.
They're pod racing on Malastare. Very fast, very dangerous.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Yeah, that one doesn't have that one doesn't have the finality to it. But all right.
Super Green. The
finally we can start the show.
The story we told at Sunglass Hut is definitely happened. The
that
voicemails,
is true.
As far as I know, that's him.
They send them and we play them. Let's see. We've got some more. We've got a collection of voicemails here. Let me see who this guy is.
Oh, while you're looking, I was going to ask Super Green.
Oh, I've got it.
We're just real quick. Let me ask him. We asked what your favorite movie was. You said you weren't sure. Like, what's besides the movies? Like,
I thought he was saying who's your favorite host of the show.
Oh yeah, no, or maybe he was, but
no, he wasn't.
Besides besides the movies, like as far as like Rebels or Bad Batch or Mando, like what's
Yeah.
your favorite like non-movie, that like Disney Plus Star Wars things?
Yeah, hard to choose a favorite. That's great. That means he's finding something that he really enjoys in just about all of it, all of those chapters. That's awesome. Yeah, like anything anywhere in the timeline is part of the deal. So
I think so far my favorite, I would say, is probably right now is Bad Batch, but it might just be because that's the most recent thing.
I want to sit down and commit to watching that all over again.
I know.
Such a fun ride, and the story got bigger and bigger. People still like have their gripes with some what they call filler episodes, but I didn't feel like they missed a beat.
No, me neither. Yeah, I think we're kind of the same as you, Super Green, that there's certain things that like we don't like, maybe we pick on, but we're not like super like negative. I think we try to like everything.
Yeah.
Except for the Rise of Skywalker. I think we pretty much don't like that very much.
It's that I'm insulted by that. Don't leave though. You guys stick around. I mean, it can't all be sunshine and laser swords, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Luis, are you still here with us? I want to check in. Let's see.
Oh, what was the other voicemail you had?
Let's check it out.
Yes, hello, my name is Nigel Carruthers, and I played an Imperial officer in one of the Star Wars movies, and I would love to come onto your show to talk about my time in the movie.
Oh my God. All right.
And that's how David Prowse and I became very good friends. All right, I look forward to hearing from you soon.
So all that just makes me feel bad. That just reminds me that we're all just getting older. Like, think about all those old British actors that were in that original trilogy, especially A New Hope. They're either like his age or they're gone.
Yeah.
My God.
Super Green says he likes. Yeah, I mean, I guess I only watched the movie once, but I agree that I wish he would have stuck around because Kylo
is the best part
one
of the
my
movie.
my favorite parts of the
Traitor.
Sequels. I love.
I gotta get you that. I gotta get you that soundbite for sure.
From The Force Awakens when he yells "traitor" at Finn is like my favorite one of my favorite parts of the entire thing. I love it.
It's intense. It's intense. All right, let me play this one more voicemail from a while back. It's not even labeled, so I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, hello, Dad Wars? Yeah, hello, my name's Mick, and I'm calling because I just want to know when you guys are going to get around to talking about Chancellor Valorum. I think he's like a really underrated guy, and I think you guys could do a really good job talking about Valorum. I think he's got a lot to say about, Star Wars and the galaxy and all that stuff. Yeah, if you guys could do that, that'd be great. Thanks. All right, cheers.
Oh my God. Wow, what a crowd. I mean, is this the audience that we're drawing in?
I don't remember who is Chancellor Valorum. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, so Terrence Stamp is Chancellor Valorum.
Oh,
Terrence
okay.
Stamp, one of the most amazing actors of his generation, of any generation, gets cast in a Star Wars film. It's like, brace yourselves, this is going to be some serious drama. And you see him up there on the big screen, he gets like 2 lines. And then they cancel him. He's like, they call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum. And it was all part of Palpatine's master plan to take over as Chancellor.
I think we talked about like that before.
So they do that. That's one of the moves of Star Wars, right? Like Keisha Castle Hughes is going to be in Revenge of the Sith, and she takes 2 steps during Padme's funeral, and that's all we get of that amazing young actress. And who else?
Yeah, well, like like we said, it's like everyone wanted to be in that movie, so these actors that normally wouldn't come in for like 2 lines or 1 lines or no lines would show up just to be like, just so they could say, "Hey, we were in Star Wars," you know. And so like normally that Terrence Stamp role probably would have been played by some British actor or some actor that we didn't really know, you know, that was just like, but because, you know, it's Star Wars and then the Star Wars movies are coming back, you know, they could get all those, you know, people, those big names to play teeny tiny parts.
I was bummed when he just, and he even looks like when they call for the vote of no confidence in the Galactic Senate and he just kind of like folds. He's like, that's kind of like how he felt probably about getting that costume on and like standing in front of the green screen and then getting like 2 lines. But yeah, that was kind of a bummer for me that he didn't have a bigger, a more substantial role. And then just to like dig it in, like just twist the knife, like the glee on Palpatine's, Senator Palpatine of Naboo, his face when he goes, "Your Highness, I've just been elected the interim chancellor or whatever. I promise I will relinquish these powers as soon as everything's back in order," paraphrasing. But he has just this look of delight on his face, and he's like skipping across the room, and it just bugs me.
Super Green. I know
That's
Daniel
right.
Craig. Daniel Craig was the one
Stormtrooper.
Who was Carl Urban? I don't remember.
Oh, let's not forget Dominic West was a Queen's Guard when Anakin came to say goodbye before his Jedi training, right? Before he left for the council, and he said goodbye to Padme, and Dominic West is just leaning against the wall.
Oh, really? I didn't
know
that either.
Like Anakin to see Padme, and that was it. Like that guy's legit, and he's just standing there in that goofy helmet on for like 1 line. That's true. We could do we'll do a whole episode of these cameos because there are many of them, and lest we forget Mark Hamill showing, or we get to hear his voice many times throughout different stories or shows, and the films as different characters. And Carl Urban played a stormtrooper.
I didn't know that. I knew about Daniel Craig one. I didn't know about Carl Urban.
He's great, man. He's great.
Yeah.
But also like the handmaidens, like wasn't Sofia Coppola was one of Padme's handmaidens, as was Keira Knightley was one of the handmaidens.
Somebody else too, wasn't there? Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. But
there
I
were
thought
like
there was
3.
like another one too.
I think there were at least 3 handmaids that were handmaidens
like,
that were big time.
Went on to bigger and better things, or were already famous.
Yeah. I think Keira Knightley might have been like a runner-up in casting. Like I think maybe she was supposed to be the queen, or was vying for it. Tom Hardy. Cool. Yeah, we'll have to do I'm sure it's been done, but not on Dad Wars. We'll do like top 10 cameos. That would be fun. What do you think about that?
You know what I and I want to go back and like watch it again is and
the Boba Fett trailer.
No. Is like Rey in the in Force Awakens, like the first movie with her. She was very she was very thin, very, very thin. And you could see like from the Force Awakens to the Last Jedi how like you could tell she like worked out and got in shape. Like you could just tell by her arms.
Yeah.
Her arms are like much I always thought like, wow, you see that scene from the first movie to the second movie, she just like probably put on like 10 pounds of muscle. It looks like she
just all muscle. Yeah. She was tough, man, toward the end there. But yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? I mean, it lends itself to her character development more than some of her plot points that her physicality changed. I really liked how she looked in The Last Jedi too. The way her hair was done in the costume, her wardrobe.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
It was like the dark leather, I think, right? Like dark brown leather, and then she kind of had like almost looked like a shogun. Like it was like kind of ponytail, but like down, like Tom Cruise from Magnolia.
Samurai.
No, from Magnolia.
Oh.
Sweet baby. We can't do any quotes from that
Yeah,
movie.
not any of his quotes at least.
Oh man. So yeah, but you're right. But you just think she was so skinny in that first one because the dude would only give her like a quarter portion. She was only eating these little portions.
I just watch
Where's Ray?
like the last scene and the first and Force Awakens to the second the first scene and with her and The Last Jedi, you can like physically see how much bigger, you
Yeah.
can tell she's she put in the work like between those two movies and got not that she was in bad shape, she just like bulked up and got more got stronger.
Yeah. What does everybody out there think of Rey after the dust has settled? We've seen the sequels. I'm wondering what the consensus is without, going to Nerdrotic or these other vloggers that just kind of tear into the sequels. I just wonder what kind of more objectively people think, removing the supposed context of SJWs, like if people enjoy her character.
I like her.
I like her okay.
character.
I like her. I wish. I don't know if I what more could we wish for? They wanted a female protagonist. They wanted someone to ascend to claim to be the heir to the Jedi. What am I trying to say here? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like in the Force Awakens, like the chemistry between her and Finn was like so good, and I just feel like they never got back to that in the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and her character's just like, maybe she got beat down but like just her character's just like spark and energy. I don't feel like they ever matched what it was
Spark.
in
I like that. Nice.
in the Force Awakens. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the other movies, she just kind of was a little bit more subdued, but I can understand. But there's just something like she just had like a fire to her in the Force Awakens, like her and Finn did, and it just they never got it back.
No. And when they kind of were bonding as throughout the film, that was my takeaway the most recent time I watched it, which wasn't actually that long ago. But when they come to rescue her, Han, Chewie, and Finn come to rescue her on Starkiller Base in the snow, and and he's like, Solo, I've got a plan. I love that he calls him Solo, right? It's funny. Force Awakens, actually, it's really bringing me good feelings right now. But he's like, all right, we gotta find Rey, and Han's like, just kind of gestures across the way, and there she is scaling this crazy high precipice, this wall. She's awesome. But then when they meet in the hallway, they're so like she looks stone cold, and he's like, oh my God, how'd you do what? And then she just like grabs him and brings him in for like the biggest, warmest hug. And I was like, it was just so awesome. Like I thought their connection would only grow stronger from there, but the story,
they sent them in different directions.
Had other plans.
They barely spent any time together at all in the movies.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
The first one seemed to me like the most fulfilling story, and like it was just setting everything up. And then there's people that just call it a total cookie cutter film.
Yeah,
but
some people don't like it because they say it just copies the first one, but
yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It's my favorite, and I guess like maybe that's the reason why I don't as much. Like I like The Last Jedi, and I think I think I enjoyed The Rise of Skywalker when I watched it, but it's not very memorable to me. But I feel like I just love Force Awakens so much, and I feel like they left a lot on the table that they didn't explore, or
Agreed.
They could have done better with, and
yeah,
especially being such a big Finn fan and that actor. I've been a fan of his since the beginning, basically, of his career.
Yeah.
That like I wish they would have done more with him or did a better job with him, but
Oh, dude.
Oh, am I airing now?
Super Green's bringing it. Yeah, sorry, man. I gotta let me swap that out. Sorry, I got distracted. Super Green brought it with a really cool, funny Tom Cruise joke. Which do you see it on the screen?
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh man,
E for Theed.
That makes me want to play this.
I am out here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay?
Hey, what's this with our chicken, man?
So, will the sequels be beloved? And I think I asked Aaron this offline. We were just talking like nerds about Star Wars without a show in front of us, a show going on. But will the sequels, once all the hype settles, the dust settles, when we are in our 50s, I'm scared to even say that out loud, but the prequels didn't sit well after a while. They didn't age well, but then they did. But then like now I'm coming around. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Like I love the prequels now, and due in part because I think Filoni and Lucas kind of expanded on what we got to see, and then after watching 7 seasons of the amazing Clone Wars series, the prequels almost feel like Cliff's Notes. And we get all that character development. We get all those cool battles and stories in the Clone Wars cartoon, and then going back and watching the prequels, it's like now there's Coyote Mundi, and there's man, I'm forgetting all the Jedi names now, but you get the backstory. You have the backstory now, so you see these characters, little brief glimpses of these characters, Plo Koon, and it's all going to come back to me later. But so you get these characters, and then character development, Clone Wars. Go back and watch the movies, and you have like this feeling for these characters already. You couldn't do it without the Clone Wars. You couldn't do it without the Lucas Filoni work there on the interim between that and the original trilogy. But are they aiming to do that now with the shows that we're digging now in the Mandoverse, but especially the Bad Batch, bringing in the cloning stuff, which is my favorite part of the prequels almost, is like the whole aspect of the clones and Camino and that all that intrigue. And then now, is that how we get perpetual emperors? And is that how we get Snoke? We did see Snoke in a vat, just real clumsily displayed in a vat in Rise of Skywalker on Exegol, and it's just him with the same scar. Like, why are you gonna keep cloning a scarred up, twisted version? Maybe that'll all be answered.
Yeah.
But he also looks a little bit like a hybrid humanoid / Kaminoan we saw when they went to that defunct cloning facility in the Bad Batch. That we saw that it almost for a second I was like, hey, is that Snoke that just fell out of that vat, like an egg that didn't, a chicken egg that didn't go all the way to term, if you will. But I think they're gonna enhance the sequel experience by filling it out and tying it together, thanks to Bad Batch and other shows.
Echo.
Super
Hunter.
Green. He liked the random
Super
quote from Cable Guy.
Oh, thank you. Stay away from Robin. She's taken. Oh my God. You're gonna dig this show, man, because all we do is we talk about Cable Guy generally every episode.
And we're
what's
huge
this with our
Owen
chicken,
Wilson.
man?
We're
Have
probably
you had a chance to hatch yet? Well, maybe you can go check on it for me, my friend, if it's not too much trouble for you.
Our goal.
All right, I'm sorry to put you out.
Our obsession with Owen Wilson is unhealthy.
Yeah,
probably, but
hysterical.
we are. We love him.
Talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more Cable Guy drops on here, but yeah, our goal is to have. My goal is to have Ahmed Best on the show live, not pre-recorded like we've seen him, but also to have Owen Wilson call in. That is our goal, and then we'll drop the mic and we won't do the show anymore. That's all we need to do.
I think like our obsessions our actor obsessions are Owen Wilson.
Keep going. Who
Uh,
else?
Bob Odenkirk is another.
Yeah,
one
and
of
all these
our-
guys run in the same circle together. All
Bob
right, give us your
Hunter,
list. Who else?
Echo, Tick, Wrecker, and Crosshair. Your Clone
it would
Force 99.
Jim Carrey used to be like a big obsession. I don't know if we still are
I don't
as
know.
big
What-
into Jim Carrey because he hasn't done as much lately. But
No, he's just he is on some personal journey. I can't follow. Where you go, I will not
Coen
follow.
Brothers movies, another obsession.
All right,
of,
here's
I
don't
think
let Ray.
we
Ray's
share.
gonna go on a tangent here. We saved this for the end of the show.
And what else? What else?
I
are
mean,
we,
this could be
like,
the end of the show. We've really covered some ground tonight.
Coen Brothers movies we love. What else? What's our
Star Wars. I like
Star Wars? Yeah, besides the obvious. I'm saying besides Star Wars.
Hello
We
there.
like Christopher Walken. I don't know if
Chris
I
Walken?
don't know if he's like an obsession or not. Like
I feel like we've been following the same like comedic actors for so many years that all started out either on Mr. Show or Ben Stiller Show.
Ben Stiller's
And
another one.
It just kind of anything in that
David
orbit.
Cross.
In that orbit.
Yeah, those are people that like we've grown up with. We would like obsessed over those guys when they were just not even that popular. I guess and Wes
Jack
Anderson
Black.
movies, we love Wes Anderson. All right, I still
Yeah,
love Wes
basically anybody that was in the Cable Guy, right? Because
Yeah.
Bob and David are in a scene. Jack Black, of course, crushes it for his small role.
And, Ben Stiller directed it.
Unless we should mention that Jack Black and Owen Wilson were in a pilot that never aired. That was I think no, it was never purchased. It never aired, but it's called Ray
Heat Vision.
Heat Vision and Jack.
Heat Vision and Jack.
It's
I
Jack
thought it
Black
did air. I thought it was on. I thought they showed one episode
on Fox. Did it it
Yeah.
go to air? And who created it? Dan Harmon. Didn't Dan Harmon write it?
I don't know, but I thought Ben Stiller directed the first episode, right?
Yes, and Dan Harmon wrote it.
I didn't know Dan Harmon wrote
That's
it.
super group. All right, keep talking. I'm gonna look that up.
Heat Vision. Have you ever seen that Super Green Heat Vision and Jack? It's about a motorcycle that's embodies the spirit of Owen Wilson, basically his.
Yeah. Dan
and,
Harmon and Rob Schraub.
Yeah, it's a motorcycle that has like a spirit, and it's voiced by Owen Wilson, and then
Hey, what's the story
Jack
with the
Black
chicken, man?
plays a character that he only gets he has like super intelligence, but it's only at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets like super intelligent at night, but during the day he's
Don't
not.
spoil
He's like
it
a
for
normal human. But it's just like this. They only did one episode. It has Ben Stiller in it. I think Ben Stiller directed it, and it's just really stupid and funny. If you love Owen Wilson and that kind of stuff, if you can find it, it used to be on YouTube back in the day. I think you could watch the whole episode.
I just sent
It's
a
only
link.
one episode.
I just threw him the link. Go.